Hi guys. Well, my desk is a little more cleaned out here. Terrible. Got that there is hooked to this phone here. It's an extra battery thing here. Yeah. Alright, get those up there. Alright, so boy oh boy, let's talk. Apparently some famous streamers are now telling everybody to go back to these mechanical drives. These here. They said the NVMEs only have a certain amount of read and write, and these don't, right? So I have a couple down there, two down there, three up there, these two, and two behind me. Alright, anyway. Alright, let's talk. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this thing here. Alright, that's a NAS. Network attached storage. Okay. These hard drives, especially when you get to the 20 and 40 terabyte drives, these here, they're 5400 RPM. You put this in you don't use the NVMe in your machine, which you have an NVMe slot. I don't know why you wouldn't. And now these famous streamers are telling you to use these. Absolutely incorrect. Absolutely. Let me tell you why. A 20 terabyte drive has read sectors. Every time you start your computer up, that drive has to read all the read sectors. There's sectors on it that it has to read. That's why it takes forever for it to boot up. Okay? An NVMe is 950 billion times faster than one of these. Okay? I know, I used to use these in my computer. These take forever to boot up. The bigger the drive, 20, a 15, a 20, a 40, a 60, and 80 terabyte drives, has to read all those sectors before it boots up. After it reads the sectors, then it goes back, finds the sectors with the software, the boot up software such as Windows, and it reads up and it boots up. Okay, it takes forever. Okay, it's 5400 RPM. Unless you're going to buy a drive that's 7200 RPM and 40 terabyte, if you buy the 72 RPM, 7200s on a 20 terabyte drive, this 4 terabyte drive right here, this Seagate that's in this Western Digital box, are only $35 a piece. A 7200 20 terabyte drive is $284. And the bigger the drive gets, the more money it costs. You know that. Everybody, we know. You can't, there's no way to try to explain to you why not to use these. The only thing you should use these extra drives for is storage, such as that right there. You put it in a box, USB 3, plug it into your computer or laptop, and you use it as an external drive. That's what you should be using. Machines take NVMe. That takes an NVMe, and it's boot right up. Okay? These will take forever. Especially if you have, can you imagine 4 of these drives in a machine that are 40 terabytes? How long that would take? It would take, right? So it would have to read each one of the drives, all the sectors in each one of the drives, find the OS, boot up the OS, and then start it. Okay, so you might as well get a cup of coffee, After you're done with your coffee, come back and your machine may be booted up. No, that's why you use an NVMe. They're way faster. They say 5 years. Okay. And there's a little trick to that. You can do an update. Depends on what NVMe you have. Go online. Find out which NVMe you have in your machine. Whether it be Western Digital, Crucial, whatever drive you have in there. Go online and look for the update. After about 4.5 years, you do the update, save that update, do that update, and it resets your NVMe. Believe it or not. Yep, it resets the NVMe time when you do the update. So you can get another 4 or 5 years. Yeah, they do fail. NVMEs do fail after a long period of time of read and writes. They do fail. Well, guess what? So do these. Okay? I don't know where this is coming from. Like, these old mechanical drives are better than NVMEs. You're absolutely incorrect. You're so incorrect. Mechanical drives fail. I know. I've switched these out in servers all the time. Wait until your RAID array fails. That's another thing. If you have 4 of these and you have it in RAID 0, RAID 1, RAID 5, whatever you have, and your RAID system collapses or it gets corrupt, good luck getting the information off the drives. These fail just as much as those do. Okay? Those fail, and so do these. Every computer guy that's ever built a computer in the history of computers knows that the mechanical drives will fail just as much as the NVMEs. All computer people know that. They fail. So don't get the hype. Don't go with this hype. And these drives use 150 gigawatts of power. Yeah, that's right. You gotta have, imagine four of these in your machine. How much power that's gonna take, and then you have a 4090 in it. You better be buying a 1500 watt or 2000 watt power supply to run 4 20 gigabyte or 20 terabyte drives and a 4090. These are no joke. These use a tremendous amount of power. A tremendous amount when they're running. So let's get over the hype here. You're absolutely wrong. What the problem is, here's the problem. Western Digital, Seagate, every manufacturer that made it mechanical drives have a surplus of these drives, and they don't know what to do with them, because everybody uses NVMe. Nobody uses these anymore. Everybody is switching these to solid state drives. NVMe, solid state drive, right? Nobody uses these anymore. This is like a Mac, like an Apple product back in the late 80s. This is what they were for. This is what it's like. So these big companies that make drives, they have these drives, and there's so many of them, nobody's buying them. Nobody's buying these. That's why. So what they're doing is they're getting these streamers, these famous streamers, to try to promote drives. Don't fall for the hype. They use 20 gigawatts of power. They're 5 billion times slower than an NVMe. Solid state is 5 times faster than these. Solid state's way faster, and solid state's no more than these. So why would you do these? And why would you put these in your machine that use 20 gigawatts of power? Why would you? Right? So don't fall for the hype. All right? Just don't listen to them. They're absolutely incorrect. Right? Just if you need a 20 terabyte, a 4 terabyte, or a 20 or 40 terabyte hard drive. If you need one, put it in a box, put it in USB 3, plug it into your machine, and just use it for storage. That way, if you don't need it, you can unplug it. You can unplug the drive and put it away if you don't need it. But if you need it for storage for videos or what you're doing, plug it in. Look, it's going to work. Plug it in and just use it. Store your stuff, unplug it, and put it away. Wow. This is not the space shuttle launch, okay? We're not launching the space shuttle. It's an old mechanical hard drive. Old. This is old technology. Super old technology. Come on, let's get up with the times here. All right. Got it clean, getting the rest of my caps on. Oh, that took forever. That got hazmated. Yeah. All right, we're getting there. All right, guys. Have a good day. That was my thought on that. Don't fall for the hype. 20 gigawatts of power. Oh yeah. No joke. All right, later, guys.